Salute family, welcome to the channel. The channel is called MrbiscuitSpeaks. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the hype button if the option is available, and join us on the Patreon if you want to see the entire album release reaction before it drops on the YouTubes. Salute. Guys, I want to just say, first of all, that that's a strange sound. I like the production. It doesn't all sound the same. You know what I mean? It's like they kind of keep you guessing, which is something that I appreciate on the production end. A lot of bands, when they do their own production or when they have one guy over the production, you have a lot of beats that sound the same, right? It's one of as spectacular as rappers like NF and Token are. Their beats a lot of times are like the same, or you have the same guy, or maybe it's like the rapper who's picking, a style that they really like to rap over, right? I love that, back in this era, you don't really know what to expect. And so you're forced to just kind of submit to wherever they're trying to take you. Respectfully, I just wanted to say that. They did it again, damn it. Damn it. They did it again. Bro, like you can really feel, and when I heard this chorus this time, I realized I have heard this before, but I've never listened before. Those of you who understand, you know the difference. If you haven't heard this chorus before, it is because you have died. Welcome to the afterlife. You've been living under a stone. Guys, I want to go back and hear that transition again. What does that mean? And you hear how they're preparing you for something. Once again, you're being tiptoed to a ledge, and then Chester is gonna push you off, with that when that hook comes in. That's so fire. Confusing what is real is definitely an appeal to like loss of one's sanity, right? When you confuse what's real, you're losing your mind a little bit, right? As a result of some wound in the past. Let's talk about it.
There's something inside me that pulls beneath the surface, consuming, confusing. This lack of self-control I fear is never ending, controlling. I can't seem to find myself again. My walls are closing in.
Without a sense of confidence, I'm convinced that there's just too much pressure to take.
I felt this way before, so insecure. Crawling in my skin. These wounds, they will not heal. Fear is how I fall. Confusing what is real.
Family, I don't know if Chester was ever my fellow mystic. Rest in peace once again to Chester Bennington. One of the GOATs. What are we talking about? But when he says there's something that pulls beneath the surface, right? Don't we all have that feeling like, like there's just There's something which wants me to reach an equilibrium. There's a peace that's underneath. If I could just grab it, it seems like it's just out of reach sometimes. What I mean by asking if Chester was my fellow mystic, the mystic assumes that there is a oneness, which is fundamental, which is beneath everything, and that you and I are merely pretending to be separate from one another, as if God is just wearing millions of masks. That's what the mystic believes. And this crawling that's beneath my skin, right? It's like this longing to return to oneness, this longing to return to wholeness and to be rid of the illusion of separateness. Because that illusion comes with all of these problems, with all of these longings for a bunch of nonsense, all this confusion, right? Maybe I'm taking that out of context, family, but it's meaningful to me for that specific reason. I'm going to continue to let him cook, though.
Against my will, I stand beside my own reflection. It's haunting how I can't see.
Against my will, I stand beside my own reflection. Ooh, that means I don't want to see myself. I don't want to look at what I'm turning into. Family, those of you who understand the background, I know that Chester struggled with depression his entire life. I think that that's one of, him and Chris Cornell's one of the reasons that they connected so deeply. I believe that Cornell was Chester's son's godfather, right? They were deeply, deeply close, and they both struggled with debilitating depression, right? And so I think that this song is clearly, talking about that. And for that reason, some of the lyrics are a little bit esoteric, a little bit beyond me.
Against my will, I stand beside my own reflection.
Wow.
It's haunting how I can't seem to find myself again. My walls are closing in.
Not a sense of confidence. I'm convinced that there's just too much pressure to take.
Jeez, was this a cry for help? I mean, clearly to some extent, right? But it resonated with so many people. And it's really interesting how someone like Chester, who by this point, when this dropped, I mean, he's loved and adored by hundreds of thousands, millions. I mean, I think that most Linkin Park stuff, when I look it up, the amount of views it has ends with a B, right? Billions, right? Billions of views is how the people that, Chester Bennington touched. And yet, in spite of that, there's still this feeling of loneliness, even for someone like him. Guys, let me know in the comments what you think that means. If you have any, insights that I should be looking at as I go down this journey, respectfully.
I felt this way before, so insecure. Crawling in my skin, these wounds they will not heal. Fear is how I fall, confusing what is real.
Guys, that is so difficult to listen to. I think Chester, of all of the voices that I've heard, and I've covered a lot of rock on this channel, the transparency, the honesty, and especially the urgency of his voice. When I say urgent, right? His voice is very sit up, pay attention right now, right? This song is beautiful and deep too. This is competing with some of the best songs on this album. I think this might be track 5.
Crawling in my skin, these wounds they will not heal. Fear is how I fall, confusing what is real. Confusing what is real.
Yo. Confusing what is real. Crawling in my skin, these wounds they will not heal. And so I think the wounds are what's doing the crawling. It's like they're beneath the surface. And I mean, even they even say it. They try to, get you to really understand it with the verse. Something is beneath the surface. That's what it means to be in the skin, right? Consuming, right? Something that's very deep. Maybe some trauma, but it's part of who